Hey y'all, Braeden here. I just wanted to talk really quickly today about a video that I just saw circulating online, particularly in this Facebook group that I'm a member of called I'm a Choir Director. I don't think the video needs any sort of explanation. I'll just let you see it right here. So, your initial thoughts. Maybe you like it, maybe you don't like it, and you know what? You're entitled to your opinion. However, I think that some of your opinions might not be correct. That's a little bit of an oversimplification, but I've seen a lot of people posting criticisms of this. The director of this choir actually said that some of her kids were getting, like, death threats in the comments sections. Part of that is just the internet. Trolls are gonna be trolls, and people are terrible, but I've also seen a lot of criticisms from choir directors on this who have nothing but negative things to say. And I think that those people are extremely short-sighted and wrong. And I'll tell you why. First off, some people have taken issue with the fact that it's done in a church. Obviously, this church didn't have a problem with it, and it's fine for them. So let that go, okay? It's someone else's decision. Some other people have said, this song is inappropriate for our children, and it's not. Like, it's absolutely not. Look up the Nae Nae. It's a dance. That's all it is. It's just like any other stupid little dance that people have come up with and that have taken over the pop craze. It's the equivalent of the Macarena. The whip and the Nae Nae are just dance moves, and I'm not going to attempt to do them because I can't dance. It's not in my skill set. Some other people have criticized this because they think this is not the kind of literature that we should be doing. And you know what? On the whole, I agree. This isn't the kind of music that our kids need to be singing every time. But the director has even said this is not the type of music that they normally sing. And if you don't believe me, here's a clip that she posted of one of her other choirs singing an incredible Hebrew piece. They're really good. I'll let you listen. So I think she knows what she's doing here. Incidentally, Andrea, if you ever want me to write something for your group, I'll do it. And I'll dedicate it to all of these haters. I'll do it for free. Seriously. Listen, I know that this is not the type of literature that we need to be doing all the time, but I'm a firm believer in a balanced diet, right? We cannot sing Bach every concert. That's like eating nothing but broccoli for an entire year. Sometimes you gotta give them dessert. And you know what? This is a 6th grade choir. Sometimes you gotta give them dessert first. I heard a child nutritionist say once, in order to get your kid to eat their vegetables, what you should do is mix ice cream in with their broccoli. As a tiny little infant, your baby doesn't care that it's broccoli and ice cream. That's not weird to them. They're a baby. So you get them the sweet stuff so they can also get the nutrients that they need from the broccoli. I'm not a scientist. I don't know whether there's any merit to that or not. But it's a strategy that has worked for me with great success. Look, I'm not advocating kidnapping children, but if you're gonna kidnap a child, the best way to do it is to give them candy so they get in the van. That's a horrible thing. However, if you wanted to kidnap a child, musically, let's say, broccoli's good for you, but kids don't like broccoli. If you give them candy, slowly you might be able to introduce them to the foods that are actually good for them. Sometimes you gotta smother the broccoli with cheese and ranch before they start to appreciate the broccoli on its own terms. You get there by steps. You can't jump immediately into your all-kale, delicious quinoa. That's not what they're used to. It's too far of a jump. So if you want your kids to become invested in the music that you're doing, you have to do something to get them hooked first. Once they realize that they like singing, you can expand the music that you do. But if you start with the really hardcore literature, you're not gonna win them over. I'm sorry, it's just a fact. That's not the world that we live in. And sorry, purists, you're gonna have to accept it. I think ultimately that's what this boils down to, and I'm just going to call it on its face. There are people who are out there with elitist attitudes, and I'm happy to discuss this with you further. Let's do a debate! Cool! If we want our art form to continue to grow and thrive, then we have to start introducing people who aren't already part of the culture to it. By the way, the kids sing it really well. The choreography is fun, it's engaging. I guarantee you they're going to have a bigger choir program next year than this year, if they haven't already been doing this for 4 or 5 years and they're just maxed out. Because this is something that's engaging. The kids are going to see this and go, you know what, that looks fun. Because that's all we want in life. Later on, we learn to express ourselves in ways that create beauty and nuance and real emotional impact. But we can't start there. The only other critique that I've seen of this video is that it's cultural appropriation. The director said that they decided to sing this song in a classical style because this isn't the style that they normally go for. I think at the end of the day, these kids are engaging in their choral classroom, and to me, that's what matters. My 2 cents are chill out, folks. You know, these kids aren't taking ownership. They're not trying to steal something. They're just having fun, and I think that we can't fault them for that. That said, it's not really my place. I'm not a person who belongs to any Black culture across the world, so I really have no place to speak about it. Anyway, Andrea, I love what you're doing. I'm watching all of your videos, and I will keep watching because I think you're doing incredible things. I hope we get to talk soon. Everybody else, haters, to the left, Braeden out.